Hello students, today we will study about the acidic strength of carboxylic acids. About the aromatic carboxylic acids we will study, because already we have studied the carboxylic acid acidic strength, and what we have studied that when there is electron releasing group present, that is plus I groups present, then the acidic strength of carboxylic acid increases, but when there is electron withdrawing group, then the acidic strength of carboxylic acid decreases. Now what will happen in case of benzoic acid? So let us draw the structure of benzoic acid. So this is your benzoic acid. Now in benzoic acid, students, you can see that this phenyl ring has minus I effect. It is electron withdrawing in nature, right? But the phenyl group is having minus I effect, but this carboxyl group, it has minus M effect. These both are electron withdrawing in nature. If only this phenyl ring is there, then surely because of the minus I effect, the acidic strength should increase. But this minus M effect of the carboxyl group, it will decrease the acidic strength of benzoic acid, and that is the reason that benzoic acid is less acidic than methanoic acid or formic acid. So let us first see the resonating structures of this benzoic acid. We will draw the resonating structures. So here oxygen carries 6 electrons, 3 lone pairs. Okay, 3 lone pairs are present here. Now what will happen? That these electrons will be pulled by this oxygen. So here negative charge will come. Okay, now it will pull the electron from the benzene ring, therefore showing the minus M effect, and therefore the positive charge come at ortho position. Okay, then further these electrons will shift here. So here positive charge will come, and this will be the resonating structure. Further what will happen? These electrons will shift here. Here positive charge will come. Okay, then at last these electrons which are present on this oxygen, they will come back here in the form of double bond, and these electrons will return here. So finally you will get a structure double bond of O minus. So you can see here that this carbonyl group, it is withdrawing the electron from the benzene ring. Hence this carbon, it will have the electron density more than that of the other carboxylic acids, right? It will not be deficient, and then also this oxygen, you see, it is bearing the negative charge, so it is not in the position to take the electron more from the OH bond, because the electron density on this oxygen is more. Okay, so actually what is happening, this benzene ring, it is destabilizing the anion which is formed after the removal of the electron. How it is destabilizing? By increasing the electron density on the oxygen atom of the OH bond, right? So when it is destabilized, means the acidic strength will decrease. So due to the minus M effect of this carbonyl group, of this carboxyl group, the benzoic acid, it is less acidic than formic acid. Understood? It has both the effect, minus I effect as well as minus M effect. Because minus M effect will be more effective. It will be having a greater magnitude than minus I effect, and it will counterpart the minus I effect of the phenyl group. So it will be less acidic than the formic acid. And again, if you attach any electron releasing group, such as if we have here 4-methyl benzoic acid. So again we have electron releasing group present here, and it will give the electron to the benzene ring. Benzene ring will in turn give the electron to the carboxyl carbon. Thus again the electron density on oxygen will increase and it will get destabilized. So therefore what will happen, the electron releasing groups will decrease the acidic strength, and electron donating group, such as if we attach here the nitro group, that is para-nitrobenzoic acid, so it will withdraw the electron from the benzene ring, and benzene ring will in turn withdraw the electron from this carboxyl carbon. Thus it will decrease the electron density on the oxygen atom and stabilize the anion formed after the removal of the proton. So electron donating group always increases the acidic strength, whereas electron releasing groups decreases the acidic strength. Electron withdrawing groups increases the acidic strength. Electron releasing group decreases the acidic strength. Understood? Now if we compare the acidic strength of benzoic acid and phenol. So see here, when we have benzoic acid, after the removal of proton, we have this carboxylate ion, right? And this carboxylate ion, if I draw the resonating structure, it has 2 oxygen which will be say dispersing the negative charge, whereas in case of phenate ion, we have phenate ion is present here. Okay, so in case of phenate ion, if I draw, instead of drawing this resonating structure, I will draw simple the structure of carboxylate ion. So in case of carboxylate ion, we have 2 oxygen atoms which will disperse the charge. Okay, there will be resonance in between these 2 oxygen atoms. So dispersal of negative charge will be there between the 2 oxygen atoms. Whereas in the case of phenate ion, there is only 1 oxygen to disperse the negative charge, right? Therefore, carboxylate ion is more stable than phenate ion, and therefore the acidic strength of carboxylic acid is more than that of the phenol. Got it? Any monocarboxylic acid, be it benzoic acid or any other also, it will be more acidic than any phenol or phenate ion. Got it? Now let us come to the chemical properties of carboxylic acids. Till now we have studied the reactions in which this OH bond has been cleaved. Now we will study the reactions in which this COOH means this CO bond will be cleaved. Okay, so one by one we will study the reaction which come in this category, and the first one is formation of anhydride. What do you mean by anhydride? Anhydrous means without water. So anhydride, it is also the carboxylic acid which is deficient of water molecule. So how we can do that? So if we have carboxylic acid and you remove water from it, by any means you will get the anhydride. And for removing water we need any dehydrating reagent. So we can use any dehydrating reagent like concentrated sulfuric acid or phosphorus pentaoxide. Okay, in the presence of these dehydrating reagent, water will be removed and anhydride will be formed. See how? Suppose we have this ethanoic acid. Okay, in the presence of P2O5, phosphorus pentoxide, or you can also take concentrated sulfuric acid, water molecule has been removed and you will get here anhydride. Anhydride means deficient of water. So this is acetic anhydride. This is your acetic acid. So the anhydride is acetic anhydride. Okay, so that is its first property, means formation of anhydride. Hope it is clear. Now next come to the esterification. You have already studied esterification in alcohols once more. What is esterification? Esterification means reaction of acid and alcohol in the presence of concentrated sulfuric acid to form sweet smelling esters. Okay, so esterification. When carboxylic acids, they react with, I will write alcohol like that, react with alcohol. Now students, we are studying here the reaction where this bond is clean, so water will be removed like that. Okay, in the presence of, here also we are taking concentrated sulfuric acid as a dehydrating reagent, because we have to remove water, and we will get RCOOR dash, that is ester, plus water. Okay, if we will not take this concentrated sulfuric acid, then you know that the reaction is reversible. Ester and water will again react together to give this carboxylic acid and alcohol. So we have to take this concentrated sulfuric acid in the reaction. Understood? Let us take one example of this. Suppose we have here ethanoic acid and we react it with methanol. So in the presence of concentrated sulfuric acid, you will get ester, and the name of ester is methyl ethanoate. Methyl ethanoate is formed. Right, this is methanol. Always remember that the alkyl part comes from the alcohol and alkanoate part comes from the acid. So this is methanol and this is ethanol. So methyl ethanoate. Okay, so that is esterification. Next we will study mechanism of esterification. So here the mechanism of esterification, it consists of 5 steps. Mechanism of esterification, it consists of 5 steps, and the first one is protonation of carboxylic acid. Protonation of carboxylic acid. So here what happens, that since the reaction is carried out in the presence of acid, therefore this acid, it will protonate the carboxylic acid. What will happen? The proton is coming from the acid and these electrons which are present on the oxygen, they will be donated to the proton. Therefore we will get a protonated acid. RCOH double bond O and oxygen will be a positive charge. So protonated acid will be formed. Okay, this is protonated acid. Now the second step is, after this protonation, the second step will be nucleophilic attack by the alcohol. Okay, now here what will happen, that you know that oxygen which is bearing the positive charge, okay, it is more electronegative than carbon. Therefore, it will pull these electrons towards itself. Then what will happen? This carbon will become positively charged. Now here plays the role of alcohol, because alcohol will contain this oxygen which will be having the lone pair of electron. So these will be donated to this carbon, because this carbon is becoming positively charged, and we will get here an intermediate. It has taken back its electron, oxygen. So here positive charge will come on this oxygen, because it has given its electron to the carbon, and this is tetrahedral intermediate formed here. Tetrahedral intermediate has been formed. Okay, so that is your second step. Now let us come to the third step. In third step, what will happen? The proton shift will take place. Third step is proton shift. Okay, so take that molecule only, intermediate only. What will happen? This proton, it will get transferred here, because this oxygen is more electronegative. It will take the electron from here, okay, to satisfy its positive charge. Now this proton, it will go and take the electron from here. Understood? So what will happen here? You will have a proton shift. This all is happening in order to stabilize. Okay, so proton is shifted. Now what will happen? Again this oxygen, it is more electronegative than carbon. So again it will take the electron from here, and water will be removed. Now when this carbon is will become positively charged, then it will take the electron from here. So it will happen in the next step. Hence we will do the next step, and the next step is removal of water. That is fourth step, removal of water. Okay, now here, as I have told you, that this is, so as I have told you that this oxygen, it is more electronegative than carbon, so it will take the electron from here. Therefore this water will be removed, this water molecule will be removed, and to make up the deficiency of electron on this carbon, the electrons from here will be donated here. So you will get here double bond O, oxygen will bear the positive charge, and this water is removed, plus water. Now you have this protonated ester. Protonated ester is formed. Now come to the last step, that is fifth step, and that is your removal of. Fifth step is removal of proton. So now this oxygen is more electronegative, so it will take up the electron from here, and this proton will be removed, and ester will be formed. So this is the mechanism of esterification, how the acid and alcohol react together to form ester. Okay, now the remaining we will study in the next class, students. Till then, goodbye.